Hello everybody, it is Sam again, the train main, my snitches and glitches. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so it's been about probably 2 weeks since the last video I made. We've done a lot since then to the layout, so I figured it was time for a nice update. Guess let's start down in this corner, because this is where we did a lot of the most work. We finally started getting this elevation piece in place, along with this corner piece. Not all this foam was final yet, we just kind of started putting it in place. Over here, we started digging in the graded turn, where it will eventually meet this bridge that I just recently, 3 days ago, started constructing. I'm not sure what style I'm going to go with yet, but obviously, you know, it's not going to be very high scale-wise. You got the line in the background there making the gradual elevation, and then the interior main line that stays flat, obviously. So yeah, so that's looking. Oops, sorry. That's looking pretty good. You know, goes up really nice and everything. Dug in pretty well. Can't wait to honestly paint all this stuff, put in trees and different ground covers and this and that. So yeah, we still have to fill in a lot of the section down here, and then probably a little bit over in here too, just to make it, you know, consistent throughout. The engine house, I ripped up this whole yard scheme action that started down here. You know, there used to be tracks and all that filled in crap. I'm gonna keep the engine house back there, and then probably get another industry, mine, factory, whatever, with 2 or 3 sidings down in this area, so I could fill it in with foam around it. You know, make it like it's kind of its own little hilly section. So I'm waiting for that. I have a couple I'm bidding on right now. Hopefully I'll win one in the next few days and have it sometime next week. So yeah, engine house will stay there. Another industry over here. And I really do, like I said, I just want to fill it in pretty good. I'm going to do some more back there as far as that goes and everything too. Down over here, I don't know if you remember, I had this mine going on down here that I had just recently got. We took up that siding and laid it so it would have a better view of it. Definitely looks way better now. Fills in with the water tower and all this land going around it. So I'm definitely going to be filling in this section a lot too and whatnot. Still going to put a little pond in over here, or maybe like a river section, something that's going to come underneath, going over here, and we'll fill in around it. And I just got an ESPN update. The Indians lost. That sucks. Cavs start soon. So I started building this bridge too. I actually had, it was like a trestle, girder, or whatever type bridge you call it. It was like, you know, went up, across, and then down, and had the cross supports in between. But the scale was too big, so I took them down. Got all this scrap stuff over here that I was using. And it's just little balsa wood strips that you could buy. I was cutting them really easily with X-Acto knife and all that. So I'm going to do the same style bridge like I said, but instead of having it be, you know, like this high, probably going to do it about half. Kind of hard to see the scale up close like this, but I mean, it was way too high for the trains going under it. It was over double the height of any freight car I had, so. So we got those bridges that are coming along. Hopefully I'll, you know, work on those a little more this weekend. Started reburying the switch wires and doing all that, so gotta smooth them out and make sure all the wires and everything go good. And yeah, so over the next week or two, probably just do a lot of different foam work. Gotta start down on this corner. I plan on finish up that back corner as well. Another challenge that I'm facing that I haven't honestly been kind of avoiding it is we got this other main line coming in, you know, the tunnel portal down there, which hopefully and ideally will, you know, one day soon connect to this one out here. I thought that I was just going to use it for like scenery as like an abandoned portal on either side, and then I decided that that would be dumb because I still have the space. So I want to drill through here and there, but I already made the pieces of foam before I had the idea to actually drill it through. So the foam is pretty well secured. We already shaved them and shaped them pretty decently. So I'm trying to decide how I can drill through the pieces I have existing with a flat base for the track to go through without too much carnage and ripping up. Because if I was to have to start from scratch and do it the proper way, like I should have the first time. It's going to wreak some havoc on my layout, which I'm constantly wreaking havoc as it is, as you guys can see if you watched every video I've posted so far. Chassis system running, a little local, whatever you call it. Looks kind of good in perspective. So yeah, so that's a challenge. Probably gonna have to do something with that sooner or later, because the further along we get, the harder it's gonna be. Because like I said, I want to finish these corner sections somewhat soon. Do a lot more of this interior. I just bought a lot of new foam and blah blah blah. So hopefully, should tackle that here in the next little realm of designing and all that. I did decide to be courteous to you guys and film this one widescreen on my phone for the first time. So hopefully that makes it more watchable and enjoyable. You can see the scale of everything a little bit better. Personally, I really do like how we re-ripped up this section. It was just kind of too uniform before. Now it's more, you get a better view of this from the side when we fill in this whole section, which I kind of already started a little bit. It'll make it feel like it's its own little area. We'll do more over there, the pond. Get a little perspective of this guy running through. See how it kind of disappears behind the hill, but not completely out of sight. So my overall goal, here in the next month or so, I would say finish up this major section foam-wise, from what you could see. Get that other little industry, whatever, blah blah blah, over here. Put both of those in and start figuring out how I'm going to foam around and make it all one piece. And yeah, I decided I'm not going to have a lot of storage yard-ish tracks on this layout. I feel like for what I'm trying to achieve, which is like a rural, main lines with some sidings, industries along the way, kind of waste some space here. So eventually I will make it an L shape, and whether I build a yard on there or build an independent yard, as like a little storage staging area off the actual layout, but connected, remains to be seen. So we'll get to that nowhere near soon, but yeah, other than that, like I said, it's been moving forward pretty good. Got a lot of work done. Still got a long way to go, but like I said, it's getting colder now. Fishing's done, snowboarding's on the way, so in the downtime we shall be foaming, I guess, for the foreseeable future. Please subscribe to my channel if you have any tips or tricks or suggestions. I'm definitely open to them. If you want me to check out your video or subscribe or whatever, just say the word. I'll return the favor. And for now, I guess that would be it. So I guess, yeah, maybe one day early, mid next week, once I get some more of this foam down, we will get going. Plan on working on these bridges too a little bit this weekend. So we'll see where it takes us. Alright, well, thank you guys, and the train main. Subscribe.